Why did Hollywood in California become the center of the film industry?
Well, the weather was very good there, so they could make films outside all year round.
I see. Now, today, films can take years to make, but in the early days, film companies made them very quickly, didn't they?
Yes, they did. In fact, Charlie Chaplin, the world's first movie star, once made 8 films in just 2 months.
Wow! How were they able to do that?
Well, there were 2 reasons. Firstly, films were still very short, only about 6 to 10 minutes long. And secondly, they were silent, so directors didn't have to worry about noise. In fact, film companies could make 2 films in the same street at the same time.
Does that mean that we won't be able to use it? Are you saying that we'll have to film it in 6 weeks? Don't tell me that you'll have to work that weekend.
Yes, unfortunately. Yes, I'm afraid so. Yes, it looks like it.
I enjoy driving, but I've given up going to work by car. The traffic's terrible, and I can't stand sitting in traffic jams. I don't mind going by train, because I can read. In fact, I've just finished reading War and Peace. But the trains are usually crowded. I try to avoid travelling in the rush hour, but sometimes I don't fancy getting up that early. I can't imagine doing it for years.
Jonas Paulson, 47, loves paragliding. But when he went paragliding last week, he didn't expect to be gone for 3 days. He jumped off a mountain in Norrbotten in Sweden. However, he landed in a forest, and he spent the next 3 days 30 meters up a tree. There were people looking for me, he said, but the weather was very bad. After 3 days, I saw a helicopter flying over the forest. Then I heard a dog barking. When I looked down, there was a man looking up at me.
One day, in Africa, an old dog wandered into the forest. Soon he was a long way from home. When he stopped to have a rest, he saw something moving. There was a young leopard coming towards him. He looked around and saw some bones on the ground. The old dog sat down and started to chew them. When he heard the leopard approaching, he stopped chewing the bones, stood up and said, that leopard was delicious, but it was very small. I could eat another one." When he heard this, the leopard stopped and walked quietly away. There was a young monkey sitting in a tree. He saw all this happening. "That old dog has just tricked the leopard," he thought. "If I go and tell the leopard, maybe he'll be my friend and he'll stop trying to eat me." The old dog saw the monkey following the leopard. Soon, as he expected, the old dog saw the leopard running towards him with the monkey on his back. The old dog sat down and waited for them. When they were close enough to hear, he stood up and said loudly, "Where's that monkey? I'm hungry and I sent him to bring me another leopard half an hour ago."
Would you like to go? Do you want to see it? Shall we go out? Why don't we stay in? Do you fancy meeting here? How about going by bus?
I don't want to go out. I don't feel like going out. I can't make that. I can't manage that. That's out for me. That's no good for me. A court. A pitch. A player. A team. A goalkeeper. A referee. A net. A goal. A bat. A racket. A ball.
I like all kinds of sport, but tennis is the sport that I like best. I'm a member of a club that's very close to my flat, so I play several times a week. In this picture, I'm holding a cup that I won 2 years ago. I was pleased to win it, because the player that I beat in the final was very good. One sport that I can't do at all is ice skating, but I like to watch it on TV.
Now, said the professor, this glass jar represents your life. The golf balls represent the things that are really important. Your family, your health, and your favorite free time activity. The stones are the things that are quite important, but replaceable. Your house or your job. The sand is everything else. The ordinary, everyday things that we all have in our lives, but which aren't really important. If you fill the jar with sand and stones, there's no room for the golf balls. It's the same with life.
I'll take it tomorrow if I have time. There are so many things I need to do. I'm already doing something. They'll have to do without me. I promised to go. I don't want to let her down. It can wait.
Bored with. Apply for. Tired of. Suffering from. Think about. Look at. Similar to. Interested in.
If she hadn't eaten too much, she wouldn't have felt sick.
He wouldn't have missed his appointment if he had got up on time.
If I hadn't gone to the party, I wouldn't have met my boyfriend.
I wouldn't have complained about the taxi if it hadn't arrived late.
If it had been warm, we would have gone out.
If you had worked hard, you would have passed your exams.
I got married to a guy I met at university. I was 21 and we were in love. We had our first child a year later and we've got 3 children now. Sometimes I wish that I'd done more and seen more of life before I got married. I feel jealous when friends talk about the things they did in their 20s. While they were travelling and going to parties, I was looking after babies. But I don't regret it.
We're having a party on Friday the 29th of March. We'd be very pleased if you could join us. Looking forward to seeing you. Look forward to seeing you.
Thank you very much for the invitation to your party. We'd love to come. Sorry, we won't be able to make it. I'm afraid we won't be able to make it.
Terminal. Check in. Boarding card. Passport control. Go through security. Check. The departure lounge. The departure gate. Board the plane. Hand luggage. An overhead locker. Fasten your seatbelt. The passengers. The plane takes off. The flight attendants. The pilot. The plane lands. The cabin crew.
I wonder if they've arrived. I wonder if the plane was late. I wonder if she's taking the train. I wonder if Jordan phoned. I wonder if we'll be landing soon. I wonder if he likes flying.
Morning, Rosa. It's Henry. Can you tell me whether you've booked the flight to Athens yet? Something's come up, and I can't leave till Friday now. Can you let me know as soon as possible, please? Thanks. Bye.
Can I have a word? What's on your mind? Thanks, I really appreciate it. I understand the situation. That's fair enough.
My name's Nina and I work in an office. I get my salary monthly. It's paid into my bank account directly by my employer. I spend most of my salary on essentials like rent, food, clothes and transport. There isn't a lot left after that for luxuries, and I try to save something every month. I keep my savings in a different account, where I earn interest on my money. I'm saving up for a car at the moment. It's taking a long time, so I might apply for a loan, but the interest rate is quite high, and I can't afford it at the moment.
She said that she had just moved to London. She said that she had been in France with her husband for 10 years. She said that they were divorced now. She said that she had come back so that she could be near her parents. She said that they were getting very old. She said that I still looked the same. She said that she was trying to find a flat. She said that she wanted to buy a house, but she couldn't afford it.
People should be very careful with any information about themselves. Criminals can use it to withdraw money from accounts, buy things on the internet, and even open new accounts in someone else's name. Sometimes they steal documents, like passports and driving licenses. But we also make things very easy for them. For example, Fred told me that he didn't destroy old bank statements, credit card receipts, gas, telephone and electricity bills, etc., but just threw them in the rubbish bin.
Cashier number 3, please. What can I do for you today?
Could I pay this check into my account, please?
Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'd like to open a savings account, please.
You'll need to speak to one of our advisors about that. Somebody will be with you shortly.